Hello.
Hello.
It's sunny today.
It's really hot in the UK at the moment.
But we're sat inside making a video for you.
This has happened before. We wrote the last song. Like, it doesn't matter. Gonna do a Q&A. We haven't done one of those in a while.
You have questions.
We have answers.
Is it bad to be in multiple bands? I'm in 3.
No, you're not. He is. I suppose it depends. It's the wrong thing would be to neglect a band that needs attention for whatever reason, maybe. Like if you've got a tour set up and then a member goes, I can't do this tour because of X reason, that's a bad thing. If that other reason happens to be the fact that they're in another band, then yeah.
In my opinion, I think that if you're in multiple bands, you're always going to prioritise one over the other. Even if you don't want to, even if you don't feel like you're doing it, you're always going to do it.
Yeah.
And that would either lead to you leaving one of the bands, you leaving both of the bands because it strains your relationship with people in both of the bands, or a severe falling out. I'd suggest not doing it. But if you think that you can hold down that commitment to all 3 of your bands, then feel free to try.
I suppose if you've got time to do it, like if you do music full time or whatever, and you've got time to devote enough attention to each band, then by all means go for it. But that's more a personal thing, like as to whether or not you think you can devote the amount of time that a band needs 3 times over. How do you guys put drums in your songs?
I play them.
Chatting shit. Absolutely chatting shit. We use a thing called sampling, where you can electronically input
drum sounds.
Yeah, well, not really. We use actual real recorded drum sounds that someone else has made. Each recording program, DAWs as they're called, DAW, tends to come with a drum sampler. The one in Logic comes with 2 drum kits, 2 different sounding drum kits, like a more rocky drum kit and a more like jazzy sounding drum kit. You can use MIDI, which this keyboard, which is set up like, granted it doesn't look like a proper keyboard, but it's set up like an actual musical keyboard. This doesn't have any sounds in it. This just controls sounds that are already in a computer. So I could use it to control like Massive, to have sounds like Skrillex or whatever. But I can also use this to control drum sounds. You can also input them manually with your mouse. That's how we do drums for all the songs that we've done.
I play them in. Can you do how to make a Coldplay song next? How would you write a Coldplay song, Lenny? What would you do?
What would I do?
Talk me through it.
If I was writing a Coldplay song, right, I'd pick a chord, something nice, and then I'd just ask you to improvise some vocals over it, just in a Coldplay-esque style. So, you guys hate Maiden, eh?
I wouldn't say I hate them. I respect the fact that the good, talented musicians, there are a lot of people who do like them. In the era that they were making music, it was good for the time. But for the sound, just for the sound of it, it just doesn't stand up to what's around nowadays.
To boil it down even simpler than that, I just don't like it. I don't enjoy listening to Iron Maiden. I don't enjoy listening to any classic rock stuff, like your AC/DC, even though some might class that as not classic rock, like Black Sabbath, anything that Ozzy Osbourne's done, that kind of stuff. It just doesn't interest me. I'm just not interested. I don't enjoy listening to it. People, elitists from the rock community might be like, how can you hate these people? They're the reason why rock's at the stage that it is now. They inspired that. Yeah, maybe, but I just don't enjoy the music. I don't care if Green Day was inspired by Iron Maiden or whatever. I can like Green Day and not like Iron Maiden. That's the thing that I'm allowed to do, and I do.
Could you guys write a hardcore punk song?
Yo, man! That's how I imagine he said it. Yo, man, is there any chance that I could send you some stuff? I want some feedback and shit. Yeah, if you want to send us any stuff, we have a video called Show Us Your Band. I'll link that up there. You can go post a comment on there. That's where we want to keep all the, hey, check out my band post to that video. Just stop it clogging up. But if you desperately want our attention and our feedback on any musical project or ideas or whatever, email for now, askmusiclab@gmail.com. In the future, it should be back to contact@enterthelab.com. But as of now, I still haven't sorted out the problem because I think we might have to pay for the email to work. So maybe we just stay with the Gmail. Don't know. I realised that for the end card for the last few videos, I've put the contact at Enter the Lab, which is the wrong email on that, so that should be changed for this video. Other than that, if you just contact us in any way that you want to contact us, whether it be on comments on the Reddit, email, Twitter, whatever, we will listen to whatever you ask us to listen to. We're not at the stage where we're getting bombarded with so much shit that we can't cope. We'll listen to your stuff if you send it us.
Would you really like it if someone sent letters to your house?
If someone sent letters to my house,
yeah.
One specific
That'd be nice.
person?
Send letters.
Yeah, we won't tell you where we live. Just send random letters and just hope that it eventually gets to us.
Mm.
Someone did that, I think. There was a experiment in America, and this chose, I think, 10 people from one state and 10 people from another state. Didn't tell the other people. And they said that for those 10 people, they get assigned one of the other people, and they have to, only by passing the letter that was addressed to the other person, they're only allowed to pass the letter on to someone that they know. They have to know them on first name terms and regularly talk to them. They have to pass it on, and then they have to do that, then they have to do that, and they had to, like, obviously you'd do it to the person most likely to know. Say it was someone in Chicago going to New York, which I think it was roughly that area that it was done in. You'd pick one of the people that you knew that knew people in New York. So, like, you pass it to them, and then they pass it to someone who might know. And I think the average amount of passes was like 5 before it got to the person. It was like a really small amount. I've got no idea how I got onto that.
Do that. Send us letters.
Yeah, give it to people that you know, and then just hope that they eventually know us. The people most likely to know us would be people like Simon Cowell, Gary Barlow,
Shakira,
especially Shakira. We actually do bingo on Saturday night with Shakira.
We do.
Give us some more questions, because we struggled to find enough questions this week. Granted, there's a lot of people asking questions, but some questions are personal or specific to individual people, and we only want to answer questions that a broad amount of people will want to know the answer to. So if you want to ask some really broad questions, by all means do that, and we'll consider them for the next episode. If you've got any song requests for us and stuff, remember we've got the Reddit, we're testing the Reddit out, so if you want to go onto the Reddit and suggest song ideas or video ideas, or tell us what your song of the month was.
When's our song of the month?
It's at the end of the month, it's in a week's time.
We have a festival to go to this weekend.
We do, it's Tramlines in Sheffield. Was that all that you were doing?
Yeah.
That it?
Yeah, I just wanted to remind you.
Okay, so if anyone's near Sheffield in the north-ish of England, come to Tramlines because it's mint, and go see some good bands. Don't go to the main stage, go to the little stages, because the little stages have the more interesting bands. That's how I write a Coldplay song.